Hi, friends. Dr. Nancy Trimbley here, putting the power and knowledge of your health back in your hands. Somebody the other day said to me, I just don't understand why you're office staff and you don't wear a mask. And that kind of question is loaded with assumptions. And I gracefully said, I can understand how you would feel that way. And I allowed her that option. If that's her purview, it is not my place to waste my time to persuade her. And I hope you out there in my viewing world are not wasting your time on people that are not swayable, but spending your time with people who are of like mind, because that's where you find strength, and that's where you find that you are not alone, and that there is many people that think that way that we do. So here's the assumptions being made by someone who says, I don't understand why you don't wear a mask. I had COVID. I had COVID in December of 2020, and I did give it to someone before I knew I was ill with COVID. I knew I didn't feel well, but I had been running ragged, getting only a couple hours of sleep per night, very stressed. And we both had masks on. I had a mask on, the other person had a mask on, but we were in a confined space for longer than 20 minutes together. And I think it was just the time that I was in contact with that person, and maybe their susceptibility. So the mask does not prevent the transmission of the virus. That's assumption number one, is that it does. Assumption number two is that we're all wearing a mask properly, that we're not touching it at all, that we're not moving around our face, that it has a perfect fit. The assumption is also that I am close enough to you to that the virus and my breath is coming out into the air and lingering. There's a lack of space and enough time for you to inhale those virus particles. Another assumption is that I'm infected and I'm contagious. That means that everybody in the world is infected and contagious, so that we all have to wear a mask, even when we're outside or when we're standing far apart. How can we make that assumption that everybody is a threat? Another assumption is that because I've chosen not to be vaccinated because I had COVID, I have acquired immunity, that I believe that I'm strong enough to, if I should get exposed and perhaps come down with it again, I feel like I am strong enough immune wise and health wise that I can fight it off. I have no fear of that, none at all. And the assumption is that because I'm not vaccinated, that I have COVID. That's not true either. These are all assumptions that have a lack of foundation and a lack of evidence, but yet they are put into our minds that by getting the reformat shot, by getting that vaccine, the reformat shot, that somehow I'm doing my part. Well, we're finding that there's less and less evidence that the reformat shot is stopping people from getting COVID. And perhaps it allows some people to have a less virulent form, or have better results if they do contract COVID-19, and that is their choice then to get the reformat shot. But it doesn't take away my right to not have the reformat vaccine. So the message is, we all can do and be in society and make our own choices without being detrimental to somebody else, especially in this instance. So, so as usual, turn off the news. Don't look at the headlines. Go and hug your neighbor. Be well. Bye for now.